In the last two episodes, we looked at how translation choices, one little word, one tiny comma, quietly shaped entire doctrines. Today, we stepped into something even more interesting. Sometimes the English didn't mistranslate the Bible. Sometimes English simply didn't have the word. Not the wrong word, no word. English had no single word for hesed, that stubborn covenant loyalty God keeps showing even when we don't. No one word for hilasterion, the place where justice and mercy shake hands. No vocabulary for Azazel, the send away God carrying collective guilt into the wilderness. So what did the early translators do? They didn't shrink scripture to fit English, they stretched English to hold scripture. And the people who did this weren't simply translators, they were architects of the English language. John Wycliffe, the trailblazer. His first full English Bible from Latin in 1382. He brought words like glory, mystery, horror into everyday English. William Tyndale, the visionary, executed in 1536, but before that, he gave us Passover, atonement, scapegoat, and nearly 90% of the King James New Testament. If English didn't have the word, he made it. Miles Coverdale, the poet, the first printed English Bible, 1535, he polished Tyndale's work and gave us loving kindness, so the Psalms could sing. These three didn't just translate scripture, they discipled the English language. So today we're looking at biblical words that didn't exist until the translated, created, adapted, or stitched them together because Hebrew and Greek refused to be flattened. This is not simply translation, this is scripture expanding English. Let's walk. Number one, loving kindness. Hebrew gives us hesed, a covenant word, a relational word, a rescue word. It means loyal love, mercy, devotion, kindness, faithfulness, commitment. It's the love that refuses to quit. English had no single word that could carry all of that. So Coverdale fused two words, loving plus kindness, creating a new English word for God's covenant heart. Scripture didn't bend to English, English bent to scripture. Number two, atonement. The Hebrew kippur comes from kafar, to cover, to purge, to reconcile. English had no way to express that, so Tyndale built one. At one meant to make two estranged parties one again. It ended the language because the Bible needed it. Number three, scapegoat, translating Azazel. Leviticus 16 uses the mysterious word Azazel, the meaning the goat that goes away, the removed one, or possibly a desert spirit, depending on who you ask. Either way, no English language existed for a goat carrying national guilt into the wilderness. So Tyndale created a scapegoat, which became scapegoat. A ritual so unique the dictionary had to adapt. Number four, long-suffering. Hebrew describes God as long of nose, meaning slow to anger. It takes a long time for his nostrils to heat up. Greek says macrothemia, big patience. English had nothing as intense or as beautiful, so translators fused long and suffering. Patience with endurance, compassion that doesn't. Every one of these words exists because scripture was too deep for English to handle. Wycliffe stretched the language, Tyndale